What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over every LEGO Star Wars set that is going to be retiring in 2025. Now this is based off of Brick Fanatics list. Brick Fanatics are very reliable, so this is a pretty good list to go by. So let's dive straight into it. Our first LEGO set is set 40755, the Imperial dropship, the Rebel Scout Speeder. This retails for £35 in the UK and $40 and €40. It was only released in October 1st of 2024, so by the time it does retire in December of 2025, it would have only been on shelves for about a year and 3 months, so not very long at all. Next up is set 75304, the Darth Vader helmet, which retails for £70 in the UK and $80 in the US. This has been out for some time now. It came out in April of 2021, so it's going to be out for about 4.5 years. That is a very long shelf life. Probably not too great if you're thinking of grabbing this as an investment. Then we have set 75331, the Razor Crest, which retails for £520 in the UK, $600 in the US. And yeah, this is about right for a UCS LEGO set. It came out in 2022, so by the time it retires, it will have been out for about 2.5 years. Not too long for a UCS LEGO set. Some of them tend to stay out for about 5 years. Then again, compared to some of the other UCS LEGO sets, the Razor Crest probably hasn't sold as well as LEGO would have thought it would have. Then we have set 75355, the X-Wing Starfighter, another UCS LEGO set. This one only retailed for £210 in the UK and $240 in the US, and this came out in May of 2023. The X-Wing is one of the most iconic starfighters, so it's going to be a shame to see this one go. Then we have set 75357, the Ghost and Phantom 2, which retailed for £150 in the UK and £160 in the US. It only came out in September of 2023. This LEGO set has been very popular. It's a really popular and iconic Star Wars starship. So yeah, it will be a shame to see this one leave the shelves as well. Although, to be honest, I could actually imagine it staying on for another year. Then we have set 75362, the Ahsoka Tano T6 Jedi Shuttle, which retailed for £65 in the UK and $80 in the US. Not actually a bad build. I don't think the retail price was overly expensive for this LEGO set, and it came with a really nice selection of minifigures. Then we have set 75373, the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. That only came out in 2024 in June, summertime, and it retails for, obviously it's a battle pack, so it came out for £20 in the UK, $20 in the US, and it has some really nice minifigures. Those Imperial Commandos in particular are awesome. So if you're thinking of army building either the Imperial Commandos or the Mandalorian faction, grab as many of these as you can. Then we have set 75374, the Onyx Cinder, which retails for £125 in the UK and £140 in the US. It only came out in August of 2024. I could actually see this one staying out a little bit longer. I imagine it will probably retire in 2026 if you made me bet on it, because the Onyx Cinders started to gain a lot more popularity due to the Skeleton Crew being very popular on Disney+. Then we have set 75376, the Tantive IV. This is obviously the mid-scale version. It retailed for £70 in the UK, $80 in the US. I simply don't think people have been scrambling to get the Tantive IV in mid-scale. There's far better starships that you can get and that are currently available. Then we have set 75377, the Invisible Hand. This retails for £47 in the UK, $50 in the US. Again, it's another LEGO set that hasn't sold very well. I've seen it up to 50 or even 60% off here in the UK, and I know that's also been the same in the US. So yeah, this set is absolutely nailed on to retire this year. Then we have set 75378, the Bark Speeder Escape. This is the LEGO set that came with Keller and Beck, Grogu, and 2 501st Clone Troopers. It retailed for £25 in the UK, $30 in the US. And yeah, rather short shelf life, only a year and a half this will have been on shelves. But again, I don't think it's been overly popular. Moving on, we have set 75380, the Moss Esper Pod Race Diorama. It retails for £70 in the UK, $80 in the US, and again only came out in May of 2024, so a very short shelf life. But again, I just don't think it's a very popular LEGO set. No minifigures included, and it's easily the weakest of the diorama series. Moving on, we have set 75381, the Droidica. This is obviously the buildable version. It retails for £60 in the UK, $65 in the US, and again, only came out in May of 2024. It looks great on display, so yeah, I could imagine this staying on for another year, but just to be safe, if you haven't already grabbed it, maybe keep an eye out for it this year. Then we have set 75384, the Crimson Firehawk. It retails for £47 in the UK, $50 in the US and came out in January 1st of 2024. This Lego set no doubt hasn't sold very well. Some of the insane deals I've seen on it is basically they're trying to give it away for free. No one wants this, so yeah, no surprise to see this one on the list. Next up we have set 75385 Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridia, which retails for £50 in the UK, $55 in the US, and came out in August of 2024. Again, pretty short shelf life, only a year and a half it will have been on shelves, which is quite surprising. This is actually an exclusive to Smith's Toy Stores and Target, I do believe. So yeah, it will be a shame to see this one go because it comes with a lovely minifigure lineup. Then we have set 75386 Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon Battle, and it retails for £35 in the UK, $40 in the US, and came out in June of 2024. This one, I will be actually really sad to see this go if it does indeed retire this year, because that Moff Gideon minifigure is one of my favourite LEGO Star Wars minifigures in recent years. It's absolutely phenomenal, so I'll be definitely picking up a ton of these, hopefully on clearance for LEGO investing purposes. Then we have set 75390 Luke Skywalker X-Wing Mech, which retails for £13 in the UK, $16 in the US, and like the Moff Gideon Battle, it came out in June of 2024. Then we have set 75392 the Creative Play Droid Builder, which retails for £90 in the UK, $100 in the US, and came out in August of 2024. By far this has been probably the most unpopular LEGO Star Wars set in recent memory, so it's no shock to see this one on the list. Then we have set 75393 the TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup, which retails for £95 in the UK, $110 in the US, and came out in August of 2024. This LEGO set is like Marmite, you either love it or hate it. Personally, I love it. I think the X-Wing and TIE Fighter builds are really good, and the minifigures, a lot of them are unique to this LEGO set. Then we have set 75394 the Imperial Star Destroyer. This retails for $150 in the UK and $160 in the US, and it came out in August of 2024. Again, I am shocked to see this one on the list. I think this is going to be a really popular LEGO set over the next year, so I can imagine them maybe keeping it on till 2026. And then finally we have set 75396 the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit, another LEGO set that, if I'm going to be honest, I could probably see staying on for maybe another year, but just to be safe I would probably look to be picking this one up on clearance or some kind of deal this year, just in case it does retire. The retail price of £70 and $80 is simply too high for what you get in this LEGO set, but I do actually like a lot of elements about this LEGO set. The builds are really good and the minifigures are fantastic. So there we have it guys, there are a lot of great LEGO Star Wars sets retiring this year. I'm going to be looking to pick up a fair few for LEGO investing, so keep an eye on this list and stay tuned to the channel because I'll be keeping you up to date with all the LEGO Star Wars sets that are going to be retiring this year. Any changes and I will definitely be notifying you. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have done so, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day and I'll see you on the next one.